Holy cow, man. I just got here. It's like 10:45 Saturday, March 23rd. Waiting for the Kalitta. Here, check this out. That's two 747s in the frame. Holy. There's a little electrical infrastructure blocking the way, but that Kalitta 747 is turning up there, getting on to 27 right. There we go. The wait is over. Kalitta is moving down the runway, heading west. I tried to get ahead of this and look it up and actually have a genuine destination, but I do not. So we're going to say for now it's just going west. This is the westbound Kalitta. It may turn out there, but for now it's going west. It's going to disappear behind some buildings. We're here at the fashionable East End. I don't know how fashionable it is. The West End is more fashionable. That's the end of Kalitta. Good start. It's a 757 at United. So there's some large aviation. Spirit, the home of the Bear Fair chair. I'm still not a big fan, but that Airbus is almost exactly the right size and position to block what we really want to see here, which is that one. Twin aisle, super duper huge airplane there. I think it's going to Salt Lake City. I know that Delta does fly plane loads of skiers, I bet, from Atlanta to Salt Lake City. And what kind of plane is better than a 767? Haul them all to Utah where they can spend their money. Meet a Mormon. Snowbird, Alta, Park City. What else is there? Well, that's a beautiful departure. So we got an American and a Southwest. There is no Delta at all. Look at that. Look at them diverging. There's a Delta though. It's a 757 ready to go. There's an Airbus obscuring the view. Nothing new there. I'm on the Stylin East End today near the Maynard H. Jackson Jr. International Terminal here at Atlanta, Hartsfield Jackson, Bottoms, Beauregard, at an airport of many names, International Airport. I think I could be on the top deck of the Bottoms East End parking structure. You gotta figure out what we're gonna name after this chick. That's our mayor now, Keisha Lance Bottoms. And we're going to need to find some stuff to name after her. And I think this parking deck's a good place to start. Spirit does seem to be increasing in popularity here in Atlanta. Why? I don't know. But there they are, landing again. So that's two, and I haven't seen a single one leave yet. So we're up by two Spirits, and look, I got that coming and going shot. And then look at this thing. Look at that. Aw, isn't that cute little propeller-driven contraption? Holy cow, look at this. It is a veritable parade of Southwest Airlines Boeing 737s. That's three. There's four. There's five. All right, here goes the first 737 in the 737 parade. This is the second Boeing 737 operated by Southwest Airlines leaving Atlanta. Southwest Airlines Aviation Action being brought to you from the top of the Bottoms East End parking deck. We're here observing aviation operations from the top deck of the Bottoms East End parking structure. This is the final Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 in the long litany of Boeing 737s operated by Southwest Airlines, coming to you from the top deck of the Bottoms parking. I gotta think up it's not garage, a parking garage. It's not fancy enough. We need a fancy name. A parking pavilion, yes. Some sort of United Express Embraer looking thing. Check out this. The 737 is going to fly. All right. That's a 767 on the roll. Feel the power, feel the thunder. And then there's all these airplanes in the way. All these somewhat like an Airbus. You know, you want to see what's cool, and then you get the American Embraer blocking your view. That was there's an Air Canada. Listen to the roar, feel the thunder. As that thing goes lumbering. There's another Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 lumbering down the runway, lumbering, gonna get caught behind the stairwell. If we had a Mexicana, we'd have the North American trifecta. We got the American. We got the Canadian. All we need is the Mexican. Holy cow, we may have the Mexican. I don't know for sure. I'm looking out here. It's possible. Am I going to get the Texan, the American, the Mexican, and the Canadian all in one shot? No, I am not. I'm not going to get the American. It was close. I almost had the NAFTA, or whatever Trump's calling it now, trifecta. I was close to the Maynard H. Jackson Jr. International Terminal, but now I'm on the other side of the airport, here on the west end, and it's kind of a drag because 3 pi over 2 right is closed. Looks like they're over there painting it. So we got 3 pi over 2 left, which is further away. But it's different. You don't see that many departures from it. So here we are, checking out operations. And we start out with a Boeing 767. Maybe with the extra distance, it's a little easier to shoot them. Yeah. So here's the action out there on the runway. It sucks because it's not aviation action. It's dudes painting. Here's some aviation leaving Atlanta. 3 pi over 2 left. It's a unique perspective. They're always landing way over there. They're not taking off. But today they're taking off. And I'm going to have to go all the way back to the east end because I spaced out my battery. It's down there charging. I'm going to have to go all the way around the airport to get my battery because this one's about dead. So there's not going to be any aviation happening here. All right, here we go. I am in battery trouble.